Hello everyone, welcome to my channel. Please subscribe and hit the bell icon. B&B spoilers. Sheila sends Steffy and Liam into panic mode over Kelly. Sheila is at it again. She's back. On the February 21 episode of The Bold and the Beautiful, spoilers tease that Sheila sees Kelly while she is out on a playdate and decides to talk to her. Naturally, this causes Steffy and Liam to sound the alarm and prepare for danger. Sheila Carter, Kimberlyn Brown, has been pretty normal lately, though she's remembered as Psycho by Lauren on Y&R. The little we have seen of her, she has been dutifully serving customers at El Giardino and chatting with her love, Deacon Scene Cannon, meeting Poppy, Romy Park. Bill Spencer's new paramour didn't seem to throw her off track. But it's a new day, and that means new opportunities for Sheila to stir up trouble, if she so inclines. Sheila just happens to spot Steffy and Liam's daughter Kelly, Sophia McKinley, while she is with a friend on a playdate. Mom Steffy seems to be nowhere in sight. Now, if Sheila was really in reformed mode, she would see Kelly and keep moving. However, when Sheila overheard Hope, Annika Noel, begging Deacon to dump her, it may have thrown off her delicate equilibrium. Hence she makes an unwise, impulsive decision. When Sheila sees Kelly without her mother around, she stops and has a chat with her. Really? Why does Sheila have anything to do with Kelly? It clearly appears to be an instigative move. Maybe Sheila didn't consider that Kelly would tell Steffy about her day, which included a friendly chat with the murderess. Maybe she didn't care. Once Steffy hears the news, it's not something she is going to take lightly. She goes right to Steffy's father, Liam, Scott Clifton, who reacts with the same amount of panic and concern as his ex-wife. No, Sheila, you can't go near Kelly without starting a proverbial fire. Steffy is not one to shrink in fear from Sheila. With Liam by her side, she may have even more courage. As for Liam, he certainly doesn't want to hear that Kelly could be in danger, but he could also be relishing the increased contact with Steffy. If Finn's, Tanner Novlan, biological mom is causing trouble in their lives and Liam is there to protect Steffy, this could open the door for a rekindled romance with the love of his life. B&B spoilers. Steffy shocks all, takes Brooke's side. Ridge finds himself outnumbered. On the February 2 episode of The Bold and the Beautiful, spoilers tease Steffy doing something we've never seen her do before. She takes Brooke's side against her father. Even her husband gets in on the action. Steffy, Jacqueline Massins Wood, couldn't believe her ears when she heard that Thomas Matthew Atkinson actually proposed to Hope, Annika Noel. What could her brother be thinking? She is sure that Hope will only break Thomas's heart and fears a mental health setback. Finn, Tanner Novlan, is also outraged. He made a vow that Thomas and Hope wouldn't end up together because he now thinks he needs to be Hope's protector. Refresh your memory on that here. Ridge, Thorsten K. finds himself outnumbered when Brooke, Catherine Kelly Lang, is happy to have others take her side. She can't imagine that this will end well because Hope needs to be with a waffling man just like her. Someone who loves Hope and only Hope just won't do. However, now she claims she also fears heartbreak for Thomas. Ridge does his best to reason with all these naysayers, but they don't want to hear it. They object to this relationship and it's 3 against 1, so Ridge needs to sit down and let them gossip in horror. Their first night attempt at a night of love at RJ's, Joshua Hoffman, new beach house hit a snag when RJ and Lisa Yamada, learned her mother was there with Bill Spencer, Don Diamond. Then Zend, Dylan Demetz, interrupted them just after Luna popped a mint to make sure she was ready for romance. But now, RJ finally thinks their time has arrived. He sets up a romantic dinner for himself and Luna, but how will he make sure they aren't interrupted this time? Zend is a man on a mission and his mission is to win Luna and make RJ's life as miserable as possible. On Sunday, SoPub's very own in-house critic offers her, sometimes curt and heartfelt critique about the week that was, if you missed their latest review. In the quaint, sun-dappled town of Los Angeles, where secrets weave through the very fabric of its society, there lies a storm brewing in the lives of 2 souls entwined in a labyrinth of love, betrayal, and unforeseen twists. At the heart of this tempest stand Steffy Forrester and Liam Spencer, whose lives have been a roller coaster ride of emotions, and now an unexpected storm is about to descend upon them, courtesy of the enigmatic and cunning Sheila Carter. Steffy's morning began like any other, the soft light filtering through the curtains of her elegant bedroom, casting a warm glow upon her sleeping form. Nestled beside her, Liam breathed softly, his presence a comforting anchor in her tumultuous world. Yet, as the first rays of dawn kissed the horizon, a foreboding unease settled over her, a feeling she couldn't quite shake. Meanwhile, across town, in a secluded mansion cloaked in shadows, Sheila Carter, the master manipulator, sat in silent contemplation, her piercing gaze fixated on a photograph resting upon her desk, a portrait of Kelly Spencer, the innocent child caught in the crossfire of her machinations. With a wicked smile playing upon her lips, she plotted her next move, knowing all too well the havoc she could wreak with a single whisper. As the morning sun ascended higher in the sky, Steffy's unease grew into a gnawing anxiety, prompting her to reach for her phone. With trembling fingers she dialed the familiar number, her heart pounding in anticipation. The phone rang, each tone a drumbeat of dread echoing in her ears until finally, a voice answered on the other end. "Hello?" came the hesitant greeting, tinged with concern. "Hope, it's Steffy. Have you heard from Liam this morning?" she inquired, her voice betraying the fear that gripped her soul. There was a moment of silence, pregnant with the weight of unspoken fears, before Hope's voice broke through the void. "No, Steffy, I haven't. Why? What's wrong?" Steffy's breath caught in her throat as she struggled to articulate the turmoil churning within her. "I don't know. Something just feels off. I can't explain it. But I have this terrible feeling in the pit of my stomach." Hope's concern deepened, her mind racing with possibilities. "Do you want me to come over? We can try to reach him together." Steffy hesitated, torn between the urge to cling to Hope's support and the fear of facing the unknown alone. "Yes, please. I need you," she whispered, her voice barely above a whimper. Within moments, Hope arrived at the cliffside mansion, her presence a beacon of solace amidst the encroaching shadows. Together, they sat in the living room, their anxious gazes fixed on Steffy's phone, willing it to ring with news of Liam's safety. Meanwhile, in a secluded corner of the city, Liam Spencer found himself ensnared in a web of deception spun by Sheila Carter. With a mixture of disbelief and horror, he listened as she painted a chilling portrait of imminent danger, threatening his beloved daughter. "You see, Liam," Sheila purred, her voice dripping with honeyed venom, "there are forces at play beyond your comprehension, forces that seek to harm sweet Kelly, to tear her away from the safety of her family's embrace." Liam's heart raced as he struggled to make sense of Sheila's cryptic warnings. "What are you talking about? Who would want to hurt my daughter?" Sheila's smile widened, a predatory gleam dancing in her eyes. "Ah, that is the question, isn't it? But fear not, Liam, for I am here to protect her. To shield her from the darkness that lurks in the shadows." With a sinking feeling in the pit of his stomach, Liam realized the gravity of the situation. "What do you need me to do?" Sheila's smile twisted into a sinister grin as she revealed her nefarious plan. "You must trust me, Liam. Trust that I have Kelly's best interests at heart. Together we will ensure her safety, no matter the cost." Back at the cliffside mansion, Steffy and Hope's vigil continued, their anxiety reaching a fever pitch with each passing moment. As the hours stretched into eternity, their nerves frayed, their resolve tested against the relentless tide of uncertainty. Then, just as despair threatened to consume them whole, Steffy's phone illuminated with an incoming call, shattering the suffocating silence. With trembling hands she answered, her heart lodged in her throat. "Liam?" she breathed, her voice barely a whisper. The voice on the other end was not Liam's, but a stranger's, a voice tinged with urgency and dread. "Mrs. Forrester Spencer, this is Officer Daniels with the LAPD. I'm afraid I have some troubling news." Steffy's blood ran cold as Officer Daniels relayed the harrowing details of Liam's encounter with Sheila Carter. With each word, the world around her seemed to blur into chaos, her mind struggling to process the magnitude of the danger looming over her family. As Officer Daniels concluded his grim report, Steffy's resolve hardened, a fierce determination burning within her. Turning to Hope, she uttered 3 words that would ignite a firestorm of action and redemption. We have to find him. And so, amidst the backdrop of a city steeped in shadows and secrets, Steffy Forrester and Hope Logan embarked on a perilous journey to rescue the ones they loved, their hearts brimming with courage and the unwavering belief that even in the darkest of times, love would prevail. As the sun dipped below the horizon, casting long shadows across the city, a glimmer of hope pierced the darkness, lighting the way forward for Steffy, Liam, and Kelly. For in the crucible of adversity, their bonds would be tested, their spirits forged anew, and from the ashes of despair, they would rise stronger than ever before. But unknown to them, lurking in the shadows, Sheila Carter watched with bated breath, her eyes alight with the thrill of the hunt. For in her twisted heart, she knew that the game had only just begun, and that in the end only the strongest would emerge victorious. And so the stage was set for a battle of wills, a clash of titans destined to shape the fate of all who dared to tread the treacherous path of love and betrayal. And in the heart of Los Angeles, where secrets whispered on the wind and shadows danced in the moonlight, the saga of Steffy, Liam, and Kelly Spencer unfolded, a tale of passion, peril, and the enduring power of the human spirit.